This is part 2 of the Q&A with all your questions now. In case I missed yours, put it in the comments again because it's been a real mess getting all of them filtered and especially getting them all into some kind of structure for you to follow. But let's start with a personal category again. So, my name is Lukas, hence the nickname Lucky. I was born in the 90s in southwest of Germany and my childhood was internet free. I spent my childhood playing Lego, going into the woods with my friends and riding bicycle. When I was 13 we got internet at home, but it was that slow that downloading an update for World of Warcraft took a week. A 5-minute YouTube video needed 20 minutes of buffering at least to run on low quality. But ever since then I grew up on the internet. And ever since then, I wanted to do YouTube videos. My first ever video is from 2009, so enjoy my lightsaber animation. I did this when I was probably in your age, and I did all of this by hand back then, and I had no idea how to render a video. That's why I needed to film it with a trashy camcorder off from my screen and then post the recorded video. So this was my beginning and here we are now at 26k subs now, almost 27. Okay, I'm having a job. I talked about that in previous videos. I am having my own company IRL and I do videography, live stream services and event management. I also do music, and netblox is another part of my IRL company now. Well, as said before, I'm a decent musician, but not that much of a hidden talent though. So if it's something nobody really knows, it's probably drawing. I barely do it, and as soon as colors get involved, I'm out, but just pencil drawings, I'm not too bad. I like the country and the landscape and pastries and stuff. I live quite close to the French border, so I think overall I like France. But some people from France simply refuse to talk English, even though they speak it. And even when they get here to Germany, they speak French. And that's something I really dislike. Actually, yes. When I hear stories or see videos of how Japanese people are in public, I'd love to live there. They are very polite, silent, respectful and kind of introverted. They do everything not to bother others, and I feel like I'm the same, so I'd really love to live there apart from the beautiful landscape Japan has to offer. But the thing is, war is not far from Europe, and at some point I, as a relatively young male, have to think about whether I should move countries now while war has not yet reached us, or if I'm ready being forced to fight for politicians that simply want to fight rather than talk. So this question is ever so present. I don't think I could live in Japan right now for both money and language reasons, so if I had to move out fast now, I'd probably go to Ireland or Thailand at this point. I do have a wife. I'm a 90s kid, so Jordan for sure. Right now I only play ARC Raiders, and even there I always have my recording software running for clips. The persons I looked up to have been my brother, my dad and my mom. My dad left us quite early, but he is a very creative person that always tried following his heart and dreams, so that was kind of something I always admired. But back then, when my dad left, my brother became the elder male I was looking up to, so naturally I always wanted to be like him. Also my mom, because she was so strong taking care of 3 kids all alone. I always respected that, even though I gave her a lot of hard times back when I was younger. If you ask for celebrities, honestly, for content I didn't have anyone to look up to. I barely watched any creators actively. For music there have been a lot of inspiration and a lot of idols, but if it's about reaching a goal, I think I never followed anyone. I'm rather working on my very own goals, and so far it looks promising to achieve them one day. Nobody does know the way. 19. For most of it, yes I do. I don't miss the school, but I miss the free time I had back then. And guys, when you grow up, you will understand. I bet your parents tell you the same, but it is the truth. I only liked subjects where I didn't have to learn, so sports and arts classes. I kind of always knew what I would need later and what not, and 90% have been useless for what I wanted to be. If that's referred to how tall I am, I'm rather tall. I'm 1.86 meters tall. Now you can recalculate that to whatever measurement system you use. Meters for the win. Yes, I can sing, but I don't know that song. Yes, I did, but I'm not the biggest fan. I only watched one of the Stickman fights. Nope, I haven't been hacked. IRL, I do play table tennis from time to time. I don't watch any ARGs because it just takes too long watching it. I don't have the time for that. At this point I don't need one, as I do have my IRL job and business, so YouTube is just my only chance to make it big. And if netblox won't work out, I probably ran out of time for another trial. If I could go back in time, I probably wouldn't change anything regarding my career. I'd only try to use my time as a teenager more efficiently, because you will never have that much free time again. So use the time now, guys, and work on something that helps you later on to enjoy what you're doing. That is a hard question, but I think the history of the entire world is the perfect video for me. Okay, again, if I missed a question, drop it in the comments. And now, next topic, content creation. Almost Lucky came from a project called Almost Pro Plays. Alex Oku, a dear friend of mine who also brought me into Volleyball Legends, was the creator of that project. And every member simply put an almost in front of their nickname, so I became Almost Lucky. For netblox, the idea was to be some kind of Netflix-like channel but on YouTube, where you could watch different kind of gameplay series depending on what you'd like. Net also comes from internet, and blocks obviously comes from Roblox. But I actually think blocks also works for just any game. In the end, every game comes down to tiny blocks called pixels. But Netxel sounds pretty weird, don't you think? I thought about changing the name when I went over to Minecraft, but first Netcraft was already taken, and also I think netblocks is just so easy to remember. I think it's the perfect name for this channel, so I won't ever change it, even if I have to switch games. The question about the future plans of my content have been answered in the Q&A 1, but I wanted to get a bit more into detail here, and this will be a long answer. You may want to skip that if you don't want to hear all that. Okay, so first of all, I am not planning to quit Volleyball Legends as long as the game is still active. I built up a very strong volleyball related channel here, and any other content simply fails. We've seen that on Grow a Garden, the Halloween special, Blue Heater, and also the Minecraft videos, apart from Minecraft Volleyball Civilizations. So YouTube knows quite well that netblox is a volleyball related channel. Back in August I didn't like how Volleyball Legends evolved, and it's still kind of the same. And also the situation on Roblox kind of made me feel bad to continue doing content on it. I went over to Minecraft because I thought it's the closest game next to Roblox. With a big modding community, basically everything would be possible. Plus I had the best options to do the content I originally planned on netblox with the different types of series. However, numbers showed that it didn't work at all, because my channel is volleyball branded now. So a full 180 to new stuff simply didn't work out. And if I had continued doing that, the channel would have died. I explained all details and all the actual income I generated and all the numbers in my Why I Am Back video, which you really should check out in case you want to know how much I did with Volleyball Legends and if you're just generally interested in doing content. However, the retention was bad on the new stuff, and YouTube stopped pushing the content not only to my subs, but also stopped pushing it to new target audiences. And that's the moment when a channel is about to die. I would have needed to grind 3 to 6 months in order to fight against the algorithm, desperately trying to teach it that I'm no longer the volleyball dude. And instead of fighting windmills, I decided to return and do a new channel to work on without any pressure. While netblox generates income and statistics I can use to even work more professional in the future. So that's why I quit and came back. For the future, I plan on slowly doing other Roblox content in between the volleyball stuff. It's important to do that kind of transition to other games very smoothly, to not end up doing the 180 again. Maybe you realized we are already in some kind of shifting, as I focus on entertainment videos now rather than guides. The problems on guides are anyone could have told you the story and you would have clicked. You didn't stay because of me or my personality, well, in most cases, but you stayed for the value of the content. Now, if the value of the content is no longer there because I don't do the guides on the game you play, you got no reasons to watch me. And that's why I do more entertaining stuff now, to put me as a person into the focus. So if Soccer Zero drops, I can do a I Win I Spin series on Soccer Zero and people can relate to it. So the value of the content still exists even though it's another game. And that's kind of my strategy right now. Going for entertainment content, slowly testing out other games to gain new audiences while keeping the old audience with something they know, and then increase variety. At this point, Minecraft is not planned for netblox, apart from netblox volleyball. There will be content about that on this channel and also volleyball civilizations. On my other channel, I'm actually still finding out what to do there, and right now my honest opinion is that I probably switch to German content and do somewhat the original netblox idea with the series is. In English, it's just too hard for me to write good storylines, plots and scripts. In German, I can easily be 10 times more funny and quick-witted. The translator told me to say that, no idea if that's correct, but yeah. In case you're German, my other channel might be interesting for you. For the English guys, sorry, but at this point my English is just not good enough to provide you peak content. Maybe I get to a point where my channel can actually really finance itself, and then I can think about paying someone to write good scripts or I don't know. We will see. But for now, this channel stays volleyball, challenges oriented, and slowly transitions to other Roblox stuff, while the other channel will be more about stories, series, but in German. On netblox, there won't be a schedule for Minecraft videos. The long answer to that, with even all income insights, is in my Why I Am Back video. But here in short, it all started with tags nobody has seen from any creator before. The first success was the anti-noob surf, followed by the netfish tag. Till this day, those are my biggest achievements. And netfish got over 8 million views these days. Nowadays, it's very hard to go viral with Volleyball Legends content, as I think there aren't many more tags that can be found. Some words about giveaways. We hit 26k and it will be 27k soon. I probably do both together, as the editor is currently working on I Win I Spin Part 4, and usually that takes 3 to 4 days, which is when we probably hit 27k. So first, on every 1k I do a giveaway. 26 and 27 will be together, means double the prices, and for the prices I mostly do $10 Roblox gift cards, but recently I had some trouble with some of them, like people couldn't use them, so I might have to get into in-game rewards directly again, like style slots or lucky spins. And why is there a code pattern? Well, I have to be able to remember the answer myself. Live streaming. I don't plan to actively live stream at this point. It will be spontaneous unless you guys really want it. And by really want it, I mean like hundreds of comments below my videos asking for it. But the truth is, YouTube is not the best platform for live streaming. Compared to a full video with the same time invest, a live stream just performs bad. Same for community games. I don't have much time in general, so it's only possible spontaneously, and that's always announced on my Discord. If I happen to become more famous, at some point live streaming might make more sense. So yes, but on another platform. If I would do live streams, then probably yes, but not planned as of right now. This takes a lot of time, and right now I simply don't have that time, so community games or Discord events are happening spontaneously when I have a free hour. But we also have a new event staff section now on Discord. We're just missing staff that meets the requirements. In case we get more help there, Discord events could become more active. I do have a third and fourth one actually, that already exist longer than netblox, but I'm still trying to find out a working concept for my work-life content balance. Nope, I'm totally not the mobile generation. My best moment / collab overall on YouTube was probably a music collaboration with a well-known German voice actress on my music channel. The biggest and most proud moment on netblox is probably the netfish clip that so many people have seen and so many people started also using. The biggest help from another creator was Zilchiblocks, who helped me a lot on tweaking YouTube settings. He's also doing awesome Volleyball Legends content, and he is probably one of the best players of the game. So subscribe to him and spread some love. But we shouldn't forget about the staff and the managers of my Discord that constantly help to make netblox better. Thank you guys a lot. I couldn't keep up with all of this without you guys. I won't mention names here, but there are several ones that regularly crossed the line, have no idea about respect, and try to beg for gifts or my attention. So this is still below 100 people that regularly disturb me personally, but overall I would say most of the people are quite nice, and so far no one has been acting out too crazy. Next topic, netblox volleyball. For those of you that don't know it yet, there is no Volleyball Legends Minecraft mod, but there is my very own Minecraft volleyball mod called netblox volleyball. It's still in development, and I would say it at least takes another 6 months until we have a really working game inside of Minecraft. You can try version 0.1.2 for free via my Discord. If you get a VIP by chatting enough, you will even get access to the latest testing of 0.2.2. When's the next update? Well, I basically just released the 0.2.2 for VIPs, and this is the latest update, and it already has a lot of new features. The next step is a test with several people on one server to check out the new mechanics and tweak every single one of them to figure out what feels the best. For instance, if you do a jump set, we can dial in how far the strongest set goes compared to the weakest. And that stuff I want to test with the help of you guys. If we get the test done and have good tweakings to proceed, we will see more 0.2 updates probably in January. The next updates will have even more mechanics such as a block mechanic and chargeable jump. So yeah, next update probably by next year, but I will very soon open a new testing server for 0.2 VIPs. Float surf specifically is not yet on the list, but it will be. 0.3 update. On 0.3 I want every core mechanic to already work perfectly, and 0.3 will then focus on making the game an actual game. Means there will be instances per field where you can join and pick a team side. There will be points tracking, line tracking, and stuff that simply take the total sandbox feel and make it an actual game with rules. I won't go too crazy about rules, but I want to have it both kind of realistic but also fun to play. It should work for whatever amount of players on the field with basic volleyball rules. There won't be a rule for like not spiking in front as a libero and stuff like that, but there will be an antenna rule. And a short answer to this one, yes and no. I won't really play Volleyball Legends inside of Minecraft, but I have a video idea that kind of goes into that direction. Stay tuned. Next is Roblox as a platform. I told you guys it's a lot of talking here. Okay, first of all, I don't play any other games on Roblox. I'm a PC gamer. I'm used to games like GTA, Red Dead Redemption, Forza Horizon, Assassin's Creed, Ark Survival. You name it. All games with massive maps to explore, awesome graphics, and awesome, highly polished mechanics and controls. Roblox offers nothing of that. Roblox's strength is simplifying game content for all platforms and age groups. And that's why Volleyball Legends also works so well. It's simplified and focuses on the good things on Roblox, making it an arcadey type of fun volleyball game. But long story short, for content I might try some new things, but they have to be really new, such as the Forge, because that will also give me the chance to make fresh content and gain new audiences. There's no reason for me to get into games that already have thousands of creators, and I don't want to play Steal a Brain Rot, sorry, but I'm 20 years too old for that. And if it's not about business or making money, I got way better games outside of Roblox that I could play. Yes, I did play one game before when I was younger. It was Territory Conquest, a simplified strategy game, but it's dead nowadays. I doubt that the age check will change things. I don't see this as the right step to protect children. It's one step, but there's more important things to deal with. And about Schlep, I think Roblox has dealt with it the worst way possible. Like, watch the latest Schlep video as he kind of tells you the story what's going on right now. I wish Schlep all the best and Roblox to really reconsider what they are doing. I actually did. I played most of them, but I simply didn't enjoy any of them, as they didn't focus on the good aspects of Roblox, but tried to focus on realism. And for that, Roblox is just the wrong platform. If a game looks and feels bad, it's not fun. Volleyball Legends looks bad, but it feels good to play, so graphics become irrelevant. But my spiked experience, for instance, was I joined a game, I tried for 30 minutes to make a single serve, couldn't really do it, and when I joined a team to play, they trash talked me. So yeah, I think this game is way too stiff because of Roblox as a platform. And that's ultimately why barely anyone likes playing it, besides a few hundred people. If they would add a good tutorial, a practice lobby where you can really practice things on your own, with maybe even a ball machine setting you, it would definitely help getting a grip of the game, but as it is right now, it's not really playable in my opinion. But to finalize the question, I already played some on stream and even made a video about Volleyball Ascended, and I might do one more video about something similar. The final category is Volleyball Legends. Best all-round tip is don't go for blocks all the time, stay back and bump or set or dive receive depending on your style. I mostly go for bumps. and go left when your teammate is serving on the right, so you always split the field 50-50. I get this question a lot, but actually I can't answer this anymore. I don't have or play just one style anymore. I think if I would have to pick, I'd go for Kizuki, as I simply love defending. For the least favorite, it's probably Kazana, as I feel like it's just incompatible with everything you have learned before. All styles move relatively the same, there is speed differences and stuff, but the third dimension is so different. Doing a glide is super hard, and even hitting a spike in movement in the air is also super hard, and that's why I dislike Kazana. I think the best moment was the beginning of Volleyball Legends, because everything was new, we could discover so many new tags, and basically everyone was at the same skill level. I like that time. The worst was probably the release of Jinko and now Haka, because it kind of split the community and people fear Volleyball Legends is losing its core volleyball focus, which I agree to, but it's something the devs simply wanted to go for, so we gotta live with it. And here again, similar as before, I feel like it's losing more and more volleyball, but we gotta simply have some fun with own challenges. I think I have been the most hyped for TSK and Kizuki. I honestly don't think they will let me back in. My re-application is now more than 2 weeks ago, I think, and I haven't heard anything back so far. And honestly, if one of the biggest creators of your game would contact you, I don't think you would wait 2 weeks or more to reply, so I'm guessing they won't ever let me back in, which is sad, but fine. I don't think that will ever happen. But if I was the dev, I would heavily nerf all the styles that are no longer explainable with physical logics, like Jinko, Haka and the twin serve. I would go back to rather more realistic volleyball core again, also deleting some of the abilities such as magnetic pull. I'm fine with the arcadey style and a bit more unrealism to make styles more strong and fun, but it should still be in a way explainable, like how is Haka teleporting? And for new styles I would do the same. For new ideas, I mentioned a few of them in my Hacker Downfall of Volleyball Legends video. Most would focus on making the game attractive to new audiences and bringing more fun into the game instead of increasing the power of unique styles. Stay tuned! Controlling via face will be 20k more subs, but VR hopefully very soon. Yes, I did, but no idea if they still work. Here are my keybinds. I'm on PC and right click is both my set on ground and set in the air. That's a bit annoying for shift locking, but it works. We didn't have a defender for long, so maybe it will be an ultra libero that dives exactly where the ball would land if you hit the dive in the perfect moment. Blocker, okay. Spiker, absolutely no. We have so many spiking styles in the secret category and barely any defenders, so I think we need more defenders. I don't even understand the question, but as far as I know, I don't rage bait. Hell no! I don't know about that. Would be pretty cool and possible at some point. And if it would happen, I'm pretty sure Protori and Cat would be an own style. Maybe they would also do a super bad common style for me. Okay, what I want to say to everyone is like, don't buy lucky spins or battle passes. They are way too expensive. And enjoy the game. Stop being toxic and simply try to help others. Be nice, guys. Okay, I think I covered all of your questions. Once again, drop in the comments if I missed something. And now, thank you for watching and see you on the next one, which is probably I Win, I Spin Part 4 with the bigger giveaway. Okay, see you guys. Bye bye.